Hari Om, blessed self. I am Diddy Call, your prophetess of disaster, deviating from my normal format a bit. And instead of my usual three-card draw, I'm going to tell you seven habits of highly toxic people. Now, these are not the classic red flag, low-key abusive behavior that most experts on the subject will tell you to watch out for. These are behaviors that are more a little odd. They're just indicators that there might be something a little bit off about this person. I would say no one of them on its own, but in aggregate. Okay, the first one is they look down on people with low wage or low status jobs. So the customer service person at the department store, the wait person, the manager of Dollar Tree, people with jobs that aren't very highly paid and don't really carry a lot of prestige with them. They're kind of look down their nose at them. That is, actually, I would consider this one to be a big red flag. Um, Second one, they can't understand how everyday mishaps like somebody missing a bus or having their phone battery run out can happen to people. It's just beyond them how somebody's phone could run out. You know, just normal everyday things that happen to people. They act like having it happen to you is something on the order of a character flaw. Okay, this one's a big one. They're really fond of lecturing people who are struggling on personal responsibility, but if they're not doing well for themselves, it's everybody's fault but their own. They will blame DEI, they will blame immigrants, they'll blame women, or there's too many queer folk around. But they will not take responsibility for their own situations. Personal responsibility is for other people. Number four, you frequently find yourself having the same conversations with them over and over again, or you find yourself saying, I told you about that a lot. Um, Toxic people are poor listeners. They will take on board what they choose to take on board, and if they don't regard what you're saying as important, it just will not stay in their mind. It'll just go in one ear and out the other. Number five, when you bring up something they said or did that was hurtful or upsetting or outright offensive, they respond, they get kind of a misty look in their eyes and say, I don't remember that. And that absolves them of all responsibility. And we know how much they don't like taking responsibility. This one, my mother was like this, and I've known some other people like this too. They frequently seem to be oblivious to their surroundings. You can be reacting to, like, if you're at a restaurant or a cafe that has a TV on, you could be reacting to something on the TV, and they will look at you like you just said the most god awful, off the wall thing out of nowhere. And when you point to the TV and say, well, Whoopi Goldberg just said, they will still stare at you as though there wasn't even a TV in the room. I've actually had this happen more responding to things on car radios than I have with TVs, but it does happen with TVs too. It's like they're not aware of the TV being on in the room. They're not aware of the sounds coming out of the speaker of their car radio. And they're also kind of prone to running red lights, actually, or turning the wrong way down a one-way street because they're just so oblivious. They're just not paying attention to what they're doing or where they're going at all. They can be scary. And number seven, they're quick to assume dishonesty or malice. and I've had this happen to me. I've had somebody mislead me about something that affected my toxic person, and their reaction was to treat me as though I had been the one who was lying. Um, and they also, if you do something accidentally or by mistake, they'll treat you as though you did it maliciously or as though you did it on purpose. If you're sick or injured, they'll accuse you of faking to get out of your responsibilities. They actually are kind of prone to faking illness or injury themselves. I've noticed that. So that is my 7 habits of highly toxic people that you might not think, well, except for the looking down on the low status jobs, these are really not things that you would normally think of as toxic behavior, but it is behavior that seems to be pretty much in that overlap zone on the Venn diagram. And I will leave you to sit with that and think about that.